Well, when somebody calls you crazy, sometimes, Jeanette, it makes you do a double take. But Jeanette McIntyre, you don't mind being called crazy because we're crazy conservative.
Yeah, we're like-minded.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
We were talking a little bit earlier about the Republican Party nationally and what they're trying to do to the conservatives, and we have a lot of discussion about that subject on this set. But I'm interested in your perspective on what's going on there.
Well, I think what's happening nationally is you've got the John McCains and that like-minded group that are the old guard Republicans. And they're trying to paint the Ted Cruzes and the Rubios and anybody with a very conservative perspective as lunatics or unpatriotic or not willing to compromise. And I just think it's time for the old guard to let go.
Why do you think they're trying to do that?
They want to stay in power.
Oh, okay, that
It's
would be my guess.
it's a powerful position. And why wouldn't they just go along to get along, to compromise with the Democrat philosophy and the Democrats' positions if it's going to keep them in their seat? I understand people don't like government shutdowns and everything, but if the Republicans are going to stand their ground, take Obamacare as an example. In our very own state, Tim Johnson voted for Obamacare. We all know that. There isn't a Democratic bill he hasn't voted for.
So he thinks it's a wonderful thing and good for everybody.
Except his staff.
Yes.
He did not put one person on Obamacare.
You know what I saw was that his reason was because I don't want to.
Isn't that
Or something
convenient?
like that.
Isn't that convenient?
Well, here's news, Senator Johnson. We don't want to.
Exactly right. But I really felt when I saw some of the Republicans that are lining their people up and saying, well, it's the law, we have to put our people on it. If I would have been a Republican that voted against it, I would have said, heck no, I'm not putting anyone on until every single Democrat puts their staff on Obamacare.
But these Democrats will get a pass, and it'll be sort of shuffled into
Never Never Land.
Yeah, Never Never Land. And
who will call them on it?
Yeah.
Who will call them on it?
Who should call them? In South Dakota, should John Thune call Tim Johnson out on that?
I would hope he would have the nerve to do that.
I would think so. Should the Senate candidates for Tim Johnson's seat call him out on that? I think maybe one of them might have.
Absolutely. I hope they do.
Yeah. Although at this point in his career, it doesn't matter.
No.
He can take the attitude, because I said so.
And because I'm not running again.
Yes, yes. Unfortunately, what motivates a lot of these folks is that they are indeed running again. They never quit running.
That's right. And you know, there's one thing that Chris Christie, the governor who probably will win tomorrow, said, you know, you can't always be 100% right. So you have to be able to tell people.
He just doesn't know you and me then, does he?
The thing is, you can't in politics always be right, and you can't always tell people what they want to hear, because you have to stand up for your principles, which I think is lost. It's lost on some Republicans right now.
Well, and frankly, sometimes I wonder if it's lost on Chris Christie.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
He concerns me because he is the guy that Mitt Romney is suggesting might be the likely nominee.
He's pretty scary.
And if Mitt Romney and John McCain line up behind Chris Christie, I'm sorry.
The old guard will be going down again.
I believe it.
They'll be going down again.
Who's your personal pick? If you had to pick today.
Wow. I think there are 2 or 3 top candidates, from Cruz to Rand Paul to Rubio. But Chris Christie wouldn't be one of them.
No, mine either. But you're kind of showing your colors here today. You must be a Tea Party patriot, Jeanette.
You know, I've never joined the Tea Party. I've never paid dues to anyone, but I have a conservative philosophy, and I think a common sense philosophy that I don't think you have to label yourself a Tea Party or anything else. I think you have to be ready to tell the truth.
Well,
and be common sense.
yeah, you know, we've talked a little bit about truth and the absence of it from the
It's
Oval
true.
Office on down, and common sense and the absence of that from the Oval Office on down. And
It's whatever it takes to get elected.
yeah, I would encourage you to consider run for some office, because we could use a little more truth and a little more common sense.